And we are back. Pokemon Leaf Green Hardcore Nuzlocke. The run continues, and we have found ourselves at the Elite Four at long last. And this is the final team we have put together. Super happy with it. I think we are going to absolutely destroy the Elite Four. Just so many good Pokemon. We banned like 17 different Pokemon and different evolution lines, and yet we still have this many good options. It's just crazy. So I probably won't play, if we do win this, I probably won't play Gen 3 for quite a long time. So the next time we find ourselves playing Fire Red Leaf Green, I will then ban these 6 Pokemon, and it'll start getting really interesting. We'll just start running out of Pokemon to use, and it'll really just put the pressure on me to perform, which is awesome. So that being said, Jolteon is just going to lead the way for this first fight. And then I believe Starmie is going to lead the way for the second fight. So if this goes as cleanly as I think it's going to go, I'll just do both of those right here, right now at the beginning. So now if Lorelei gives us some issues, then we'll probably just do one fight this video. But let's see how it happens here, and just double checking the animations. Animations are good. Double checking the items. And we are looking really good there for in between the fights. Berry Pouch is looking good as well. I think we are ready to go. Just a quick recap of the held items. Beautiful. All right, let's do this thing. Gonna save one more time just in case. And here we go. The Elite Four begins with Lorelei. She has her Ice-type Pokemon. So I capped at 56. I added up all of the levels of the Pokemon in the Elite Four, and the average was 55 or 56. I can't remember off the top. It might have been 55.5. So I just rounded it up to 56, which means we are a lot closer to these first couple than I normally would. I think the other times I played this, it was 50, maybe 57 or 58 and 59. So we went really low on the levels to try to keep this as close as possible. Let's see what happens. So Jolteon is here, massive speed and special attack. I am just terrified for Lorelei's team. I don't think they're going to have what it takes to survive this ridiculous Jolteon. So I banned Raichu and Magneton, 2 of the best electric types, but Jolteon slipped through the cracks, and Jolteon might actually be better than both of those. So Cloyster comes down, potentially just a second sacrifice to our electric Eevee here. And yeah, Cloyster is going to go down smiling, and you love to see that. But we are on our way here. Third Pokemon from Lorelei is the Slowbro. If there is anyone that's going to survive, it's either going to be the Slowbro or the Lapras. Let's see what happens. Slowbro is a big girl. She is strong, but as we saw in our earlier fights, the physical defense is much higher than the special, and Jolteon is just a monster when it comes to special attack. So Lapras does come down, and Lapras is my favorite Pokemon, so this does hurt to do, but Jolteon is going for the kill here, and I do believe the huggable Loch Ness Monster has to fall. But Lapras holds on with that ridiculous special defense. Absolutely. That just kind of makes me happy as a huge fan of Lapras that she could survive that. But unfortunately, we've played this game enough to know that the confuse rate is an issue. So the Person Berry pops Jolteon out of confusion. Lapras responds with a Citrus Berry, but it won't be enough to hold off the Thunderbolt from Jolteon, and the second one connects and finishes off this ridiculous Lapras, one of the coolest Pokemon. And that leads to the final Pokemon here being Jinx. So Thunderbolt is not super effective. Shadow Ball is, but because it's Gen 3, Shadow Ball is physical, and Jolteon's physical isn't as good. So I literally included this part just as a case study for the Alakazam way later on, just in case, because Alakazam's physical defense is so low and his special defense is so high. If I get stuck into a situation where Jolteon is facing off, should I go with the Shadow Ball? Well, let's use it on Jinx and see what happens. Now, I don't know Jinx's stats, if her special or physical is better, but that almost kills Jinx. So that's super interesting. But this is perfect because Lorelei is going to use a full restore, and Jinx is going to go back to full. And now we can see how Thunderbolt stacks up against that physical Shadow Ball. That being said, if Jolteon can break through the attraction, is the attraction fatal? Can Jolteon... Dude, Jolteon doesn't even care. He's like, bro, I'm here for one reason, and that is to win. I'm sorry, we'll have to deal with the love affair later. So look at that. So if this, so the special versus the physical, but because the physical was super effective, it kind of compensates for that, which is really cool. So can we break through the attraction one more time? No, we cannot. So Jinx breaks through and gets the lovely kiss, which I think means we fall asleep here. And so do we... I honestly, let's let Jolteon rest. Jolteon has been bench pressing this entire match. Just give him a break and let's throw out our Ninetales. Eats the Ice Punch. I do believe Ninetales is faster. And unless we get frozen, nope, we are good to go. Just going to get the Flamethrower there. Finish off the Jinx. Finish off the Lorelei. And let's heal up real quick. And then let's dive right into Bruno. Really, really good fight there, and we got some recon on the Shadow Ball and how it potentially can beat the Alakazam. So if Alakazam, as we saw earlier, the last video, Alakazam got off like 2 Calm Minds, and I just did not have a lot of physical damage options. So that Shadow Ball on the Jolteon might be exactly what we need here. So let's just go ahead and full restore the 2 that were in the fight, and then Jolteon used its berry. So for the time being, let me just give Jolteon a Lumberry. We might have to swap that around later, but we don't have to worry about that right now. So right now we are against Bruno, and I honestly think Starmie is just going to have an absolute field day here. Now, do we have to... So Thunderbolt's at 9. I think that's fine. But honestly, we have items, so we might as well use them in between here. Let's go ahead and use a Ether or Ether, however you want to say it. Get Thunderbolt back to full, and I think we are good to go for this fight. Honestly, I think Starmie, I'll just go ahead and say, I think Starmie is like the ultimate Bruno counter because he has 2 rock ground types and then 3 fighting, and both of Starmie's stab damages are water and psychic, which hit all 5 for super effective. So I think on top of that, Starmie is one of the fastest Pokemon. So it's like, even if Bruno could outspeed, it just doesn't matter. So I do have an Ice Beam in the backpack for when we get to the dragons. I think I will get rid of Confuse Ray then. But right now we got the Confuse Ray for extra utility. Let's go with the Surf. And again, so Sturdy doesn't kick in until Gen 5, so that could also raise some issues. Onix could get off like a status or something utilizing that Sturdy ability, but it's Gen 3, so really useless in that regard. So Hitmonchan comes down. Psychic is going to connect and just going to destroy Hitmonchan. Like, the best bet is they hold on in the red, and I just don't even think they can. I don't even think Machamp can. Can Hitmonlee hold on to this Psychic? Even if he was able to, what could he do in response to this Starfish, is what I'm saying. So Hawaii is looking fantastic this time of year. And Onix comes down for another sacrifice. Surfs up, my dude. And now this leads to the final Pokemon, second member of the Elite Four, Mr. Bruno. Can Machamp be the one? Can he survive a Psychic? Are his muscles big enough? I dare say no, but he can prove us wrong, and he does. He proves us wrong, and he responds with a massive bulk up here. I don't know if Starmie's going to be able to overcome, and the Citrus Berry potentially getting him out of full restore range. An absolute nightmare for Machamp, as he would have liked the full restore. And that is it. Lorelei and Bruno are down, and we have 2 more Elite Four members to go. And then our rival, the champion. I am very excited. I can't wait. I will pause it here, take a quick break, and we'll be back at it before you know it. As always, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you on the flip. Peace.